I will never run out of content ideas on TikTok. I mean, the amount of sheer stupidity being offered to all of you is just astounding. Bad for you, good for me. I just watched another video where this gentleman, who clearly has no idea what the fuck he's doing, I'm not going to say his name because he does not deserve more attention. He actually says that if you initiate no contact with somebody, for that person that you initiate no contact with, the silence after the breakup is worse than the breakup itself. Okay? Now, again, the context here is where you broke up with the other person. You're the one who went no contact with it. You're the one who initiated the no contact. First and foremost, let me bring something to your attention that you've probably never heard from these run-of-the-mill cookie-cutter influencers that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. If you got to the point as a last resort where you felt necessary to go no contact with somebody, and by the way, we're talking no contact where you are secretly hoping they're going to change their ways. We're not talking about cutting someone the fuck off. We're talking about initiating no contact, which is really a weak manipulation tool, hoping that during the time apart, that person's going to magically change their fucking ways, which ain't going to fucking happen. Anyway, continuing onwards here. If that other person, if it got to the point where that other person, where you went no contact simply because they were not giving you what you wanted, just because you initiated the no contact doesn't mean you're the one who actually is the one initiating the breakup. If they decided not to give you what you wanted, and you, out of frustration, initiated no contact, who's the one really breaking up with who? They're breaking up with you. You're only doing it out of frustration. You're only doing it as a last resort to get them to change their fucking ways. If you initiate no contact in that context, you didn't break up with them, you didn't initiate no contact, they're the ones who broke up with you. So they're not quite as into you as you think here. That's why advice from some of these nonsense people is completely worthless. The person has a completely all fucking backwards. It's the other person that truly at the core initiated the time apart. Because that other person, take this in here, made the conscious decision that it was better to spend time away from you than to actually try to work things out and make you happy. Terrible, terrible fucking advice out there. No contact is the beginning of the fucking end. And there is only one solution to your fight. There's only one route to your salvation. You're being liberated here. You got to learn how to strengthen your brain like a muscle. If you actually learned a real emotional strengthening process, you would not be in this fucking mind fucking yourself land and wondering what the other person's doing, which by the way is not good. They're clearly looking for other options. Do not be told otherwise here. But if you actually had real emotional endurance, you would not be so concerned what the other person's doing or not doing. And ironically, that would allow you to do things better if you did hear from them in the future. You wouldn't be so fucking desperate. You wouldn't be so fucking needy. And to have that, that's not a fucking concept. You're not going to get that emotional strength no matter how many TikTok videos you watch. You need an emotional strengthening process. Now, I get it. If you're going through a really fucking tough time in your life here, and you're going through a breakup, time apart, and you're really at the bottom, and you're getting really frustrated with these TikTokers telling you to just control your emotions. Oh, just don't reach out to them. Show some respect for yourself. You're in the emotional roller coaster and crying. I know you're not going to be able to follow their fucking advice. I get it. It's worthless. That's why I'm so passionate about these videos here. You need an emotional strengthening process. If you actually strengthen your emotions, you'd actually be able to follow these advices. You're not able to follow the advice because you can't speak how you don't feel. The emotional strength has to come first. You got to get it together, man. Once you get it together, you get your emotional strength, you get your mojo back. Now you can think clearly. Now a lot of interesting options become available to you. But you have to get that emotional strength first. And that's not going to happen by watching a bunch of fucking videos on TikTok or YouTube, wherever. You would need a practical step-by-step process. And that's what I teach here. If you'd like to learn more and you want to get off the emotional roller coaster and you're sick and tired of watching these fucking influencers giving you cookie cutter advice you can't actually implement, go to refocusonhappiness.com. Your salvation's fucking waiting. Just remember, I never said this is easy. I'm just saying you have an experience even the first few days that's indisputable. But think about it. Anything in life worth accomplishing requires the right process, discipline and consistency, and of course a little patience. But I'll help you build an emotional strength from the ground fucking floor. So if you're ready to get to work and you're tired of trying to fake it till you make it, let's have a conversation. Refocusonhappiness.com. We'll talk soon. Do yourself a big favor. Unsubscribe from all these fucking influencers giving you cookie cutter nonsense that you can't actually execute on when you're crying. If you're crying, you can't do these fucking things. The advice is absolutely worthless. but get your emotional strength back, and now you got some real fucking, you can build some momentum here. That's where it's got to begin. Talk to you soon. Ciao for now.